the more I feel like the psychology behind it is like the more you guys are idolizing and you really think that's the standard and you move that way, the more you're obviously comparing. You're looking because you can't think like that without comparing yourselves. And that right there, you like, oh, I gotta get it. You can be motivated, but you're not going to do it because you keep looking at this motherfucking Kai and be like, you ain't got 40 M's in a year. You're not gonna make it anywhere. Looking over to the side and saying, shit, he got 40 M's. Damn, he just signed this a Nike deal with what's it called? Oh damn, he just. The more you do that, you're not doing this right here. You gotta do the thing, stick to the main thing, and hopefully that main thing will put you in that box, that category, or closer there. It's not even the fact that you gotta get there. It's the fact that you're trying to move your life closer to those ends. You feel me? Gen Z thinks life is over at 25. Video by Sparky Thoughts. Gen Z has probably some of the most hate from any generation. I can't lie. Everything is Gen Z ended this, Gen Z ended that, Gen Z is the reason why it is. You know what I'm saying? Apparently we're the reason why no one can afford a house. We're the reason we're just lazy as hell. We're just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Damn, okay. And for that reason, a lot of us think that life, if you're not a millionaire by 19 or 20, 21, nah, your life is over. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video.
She been comment me.
6 months later.
What up, guys? Yeah, I'm back. I know it's been like over a month. Yeah, you know, sue me. Yeah, cool. How do we get to the point? We're being 22 years old. It's unk! I've been in too many scenarios over the last few months where I was just minding my own business or telling somebody about myself and
Nigga, somebody called me unk today in one of my shorts. They just commented that. They said it's AI unk. And you know I'm not unk because that shit did not trigger me. If you ever tell somebody they're unk and they get triggered, oh yeah, they might be in that age. I'm not gonna lie. They might be getting around there. Don't let it bother you if you not what's it go. Just be like, okay, cool. You know what I said? You gotta say what I said. I said I was born in 2011. Fuck him. Now he just feels stupid.
testicle brain kid found out my age and called me unk. I am 22 years old, guys.
I am not unk.
And it's so sad because like these kids are like 15, 16, 17, 18. And you know, newsflash just for you 16, 17-year-olds that are looking at me at 22 and thinking, damn, this dude is old. You're not that far away. I turned 16 in 2019 and 2019 feels like 2 years ago in my opinion. But my rant and personal issues aside, how did we get here? Why is Gen Z and Alpha so obsessed with age? Why is 22 the new 30 and 30 the new 50? Well, in my opinion, I don't think Gen Z became obsessed with age randomly. It's because we're looking at a lot of people's lives that are ultra rare but visible 24/7, and by that metric normalized, we're misinterpreting young success as the standard. When you look through your timeline on anything, which you're going to see most,
You don't see old people get into that bread. You don't see that. You see young people and they really popping shit. And then you see other young people talking about them young people popping shit. So now you think, damn, as a young person, I should be popping shit. Broke ass nigga. What Draco said, you broke ass nigga.
most of the time, you know, if you're in the content creation space, is I Show Speed, Kai Sanat, and Rakai. Shoot, sports and basketball, it's the same thing. I recently got to the point where I'm older than a lot of people in the NBA. That is a very foreign feeling to me. The NBA is supposed to be full of adults. You mean to tell me I'm one of them niggas now? Rapping, it's the same thing. Rappers are getting younger and younger and younger by the second. Shout out to Diamond, but when people found out he was 28, that's the biggest Diamond headline I've seen yet. Not about the great music he makes, but oh, he's 28 years old and hanging out with a bunch of underground rappers. Like, dude, what? At one point, you would hear about success stories once in a while, and now you're scrolling past success stories, whether you see them as that or not, every few seconds. Kai Sanat, Rakai, and Speed are not the standard for success. You see them every day, and so it feels very attainable, and it feels like something normalized, but newsflash, it is not. I remember growing up, the old mindset used to be work hard and succeed later. In a lot of ways, I think success was gate kept behind age, which is why a lot of us wanted to grow up so fast. Damn, I can't go to the movies whenever I want. I can't play the games that I want. This girl invited me over and I gotta ask my parents for permission. That sucked. Believe it or not, it did. But that's why growing up was something that we looked forward to because it gave us more liberties. Now we're seeing a bunch of kids screaming into a camera, saying questionable things that we should have gotten our asses kicked for saying back in the day. And instead of their award being an out of school suspension, it's the ability to travel the world, hang out with some of the most influential people in the world, and of course, millions of fucking dollars.
I feel like a big thing that people overlook is the fact that they say comparison is a thief of joy, and I understand that, but if you just make it like if you just in layman's term, I feel like the psychology behind it is like the more you guys are idolizing and you really think that's the standard and you move that way, the more you're obviously comparing, you're looking, because you can't think like that without comparing yourselves. And that right there, you like, oh, I gotta get it. You could be motivated, but you're not going to do it because you keep looking at this motherfucking Kai and be like, you ain't got 40 M's in a year. You're not gonna make it anywhere. Looking over to the side and saying, shit, he got 40 M's. Damn, he just signed his a Nike deal with what's it called? Oh damn, he just, the more you do that, you're not doing this right here. You got to do the thing, stick to the main thing, and hopefully that main thing will put you in that box, that category, or closer there. It's not even the fact that you got to get there. It's the fact that you're trying to move your life closer to those ends. You feel me? People got it all messed up. I'm not gonna lie.
And now this is where the mindset shifts, right? It's no longer work now, succeed later. It's if you're not winning early, you're behind. I think that's where unk culture comes from. It's not even about being a large age. It's about the idea that you missed your window. It's not like we're dealing with kids that, you know, I don't know, maybe just made their first band before you did at 17 years old. It's kids playing with figures. Money that 3 generations of your family probably couldn't even put together combined, right outside of high school. And the thing is, milestones used to be private. Comparison was something local. You're competing with your friends on the block. Now these people feel like they're competing with a bunch of kids with millions of dollars in LA. Like, it's discouraging. And so what I think that does to everyone is they feel like, damn, by the time I'm 19, I should be here. By the time I'm 20, I should be here.
And I'm telling you, when you do that and you're not there, because you probably won't be there, you start giving up. You hit a brick wall, and now you slowing down. When if you didn't compare and you hit that, you probably could have got there in 3 more years, 4 more years, 10 more years. That's still like, I don't know the time frame of everything, and people just popping it. I feel like that's a good reason why. I mean, I didn't have a phone, not because I just, my parent, no nigga, we was broke as fuck. I didn't have a phone till, I don't know, maybe around, and I didn't have a phone till high school. Different. Maybe it's different now. I mean, obviously it's different now. Kids have phone, iPads when they in elementary school. It was different for me not to have a phone. I was one of them niggas who, oh, he don't got a phone. Oh, he don't got a phone. Can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? But I feel like I got used to not being on my phone because I didn't have a phone. Like to this day, my phone doesn't die. I don't go on my phone. You feel me? So like, I don't compare like others would. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like there's a benefit because there's no stress, there's no pressure on me. I'm just doing me. And I've been able to strive. So I say for some of y'all, get off the phone. Obviously, that's a regular rule, but try not to be on the phone like how you are. That shit's going to literally run your brain into the ground. You got to get out of
Your
that.
timeline is messed up, dude. A lot of 20-year-olds are sitting at home watching questionable things on questionable sites, living day to day, still waiting for their moms to cook for them. And believe it or not, that is completely normal. I think we're just a part of the generation that forces us to answer questions about who we are before any previous generation did. Once again, because of what we see on our timelines. Let me just be honest. I don't have any empathy for people running around calling a bunch of random strangers on the internet unk, at least if they really feel that way. Like if it's a joke, yeah, I get it. It's funny. I'm 22. Yeah, I'm old. Yeah, see the grays growing. Yeah, old. But some people really feel like this. And the sad reality is people that call 22-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds unk, it's not really about them. I think it's their projection of the fear of becoming irrelevant.
And the crazy thing is too, like the people that be making fun of age and stuff, they're always the people to come out later on in life and be like, 30's not even old. Nigga, you just was calling everybody unk. 3 years later, you like, honestly, 28's not even that old. Like, it's not that old. When someone start calling you old. Nah, nigga, keep that same energy. I'm unk, right? I'm unk, right?
That's what all of this is. Duke Dennis is at least 32 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Self-made black millionaire. Inspirational, great. And people are downplaying his success because of his age. But I think what a lot of people don't understand is, just listen closely. Statistically speaking, Duke Dennis will be more successful than you at 30 years old. Not saying that that is guaranteed, but his position and what he accomplished at 30, which is what you guys think is so old, is impressive. You know why? Because 30 is not old. Let's say you guys have a YouTube channel. If you got 5,000 subscribers within a year of doing YouTube, that is very impressive. Don't let nobody tell you that's not impressive.
Damn, that's impressive. Shout out to me. Let me pat myself on the back. Y'all subscribe. If you're hearing it now, first subscribe. We do something big. First year. Hadn't even hit a year yet. Hit a year in like 6 more months or something like
So
that.
that is extremely impressive.
Damn, we got ads. Sorry, you see, that's exactly why I need y'all to subscribe. I'm bored shit. Y'all subscribe.
Because guess what? 90% of people gave up after their first upload. You guys are defining people by age, when in reality, you should define people by their mindsets. Most people quit. Most people won't be shit in life, especially the people who are sitting on Twitter calling people old that are more successful than they probably will ever be. So many younger people have this mindset of distancing themselves from age and stagnation, but the reality is anything stable needs time to be built. Taking me into another major point, social media has people misunderstanding what success actually is. Because new people come and go every day.
I'm not gonna lie, he's spitting right now. He's spitting right now. Let me go ahead and subscribe. Spark, you spitting right now, gang. You spitting right now.
We're equating success to virality, how fast we can get things moving, how fast we can be successful, and having status at a young age, which is a flex to a degree, but it's not a flex because it's sustainable. It's a flex because not that many people are doing it. But the thing about taking a lifestyle and a route that not many other people have done, it's unpredictable where it'll go, which is another topic for another video. But real success is consistency, longevity, and being able to say that I built something, experiences if you will. Someone who took 7 years to build a platform is in a better place for that platform to last him for the rest of his life. Someone who blew up in a week has way less understanding of how to navigate through that success, and that's what a lot of people do not understand.
Yeah, a lot of people want a lot of success fast and quick, but like if you get it, you might just blow it. You don't know because you never had to weather the storm when views got low, when some tragedy happened in life.
And before you call someone unsuccessful,
when things change, hold on, my fault. When things change, you never had to know how to switch up. When things became, an algorithm shift or things became more relevant, like commentary showers or channels like vlogs before were popping. Now vlogs aren't popping like that no more. And editing became big, and now people are shifting towards no editing. You know what I'm saying? When things change, you never been through none of that. So if you just get it over in a week, you get it in a month. In 2 months, while you popping shit, if everything changed, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? It's not the same. You'll be blaming. You're not gonna know how to pivot. You gotta learn how to pivot.
because it took them a long time to accomplish something. Do you even understand what true success is? The sad part about being a part of Gen Z and us getting such a terrible spawn in life is that this is the worst mindset to have for us, because unfortunately, I say this pretty much every video at this point, it's getting pretty sad. A lot of our lives are unknown. We don't know where we will be, some of us within the next 5 years, let alone for the rest of our lives. Things are unstable. For some of you, you were promised a lifestyle through schooling and the traditional route. That is pretty much over because, hey, casually, now AI is going to take over our entire lives. Just fine. There's nothing wrong with, well, there's a lot wrong with that. It's not over, but the reality is it's going to take us a little bit longer to build something sustainable. That's just what it is.
That's true, and a lot of things are more saturated, not in a bad way, like oversaturated, where you can't do nothing. You can do anything that you want to do because we don't know what you're gonna bring to the table. If you're trying to copy exactly what someone else got going, it's probably not gonna go well. But if you do it your way and your style or whatever, the sky's the limit for you. You just gotta weather the storm and do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one type of friend that I be talking too much and niggas be thinking I'm annoying sometimes, maybe. No one's ever told me, but they be like, all right, bro, we get it. I'm not popping shit about what I'm doing. I'm just like, when I do something, I take it serious. I be telling everybody, you want this, you got to do it yourself. At least at first. Show how serious you are, and then it's easier to get people on board. You gotta do shit yourself. Build something for yourself. It's going to take time. Niggas ain't just get millions of subs, millions of views in 6 months. It take more time. You know what I'm saying?
And if people accepted that, I think there'd be a lot more successful people in the world. They'd understand that just because they're not exactly where they need to be right at this very given moment, like I show speed, they could have a mindset that's more heavily designed towards actually building something and not quitting after 3 YouTube uploads because you're not at 1 million subscribers yet. So it's gonna take a lot of us a little bit longer to get our stuff together. But yet we're in the mindset of young success and
If you didn't do this by this age, you're old and you have no chance, and hang it up.
And I think that's just a really discouraging mindset, and we are living in the worst time to have this mindset because that will be a lot of people's realities. They will be older, quote unquote, 30 is not fucking old, before they get it together. And that's really just all I wanted to talk about today, man. Old does...
Hey, W video. I rock with Buddy right here. He has a mindset similar to mine, adjacent to mine. We double parked right back next to each other, one another. Phantom so big couldn't even fit in a parking spot type of parking. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comment section. Was he spitting? Was I spitting? Was I tripping? Was I being nefarious with my wrong thoughts? Without further ado, I like you to death. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you on the next one. I'm gone.